mission done. Time to go talk to our crew. That was the #1 tip we've received from everybody is make sure you talk to your crew after every mission.
This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
I hear you.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming.
It's good you were a dick to him, because he, might think you want to romance him.
Oh, yikes. Hello, nurse.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the
Yeah,
death,
that's
Commander.
right. We know how
If
your race
you
thanks
hadn't
people.
shown up, I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not
That's
like
not
Benezia.
distrust.
I will
That's
do
lust.
whatever I can to help you stop
I
Saren.
can see how you got
I
confused.
promise.
So you guys saying that I can do her in this game, but only if I'm nice?
Do you want them to tell
Yes,
you?
tell me. I don't care. I need to know whether I have
Be
to
nice, she's your romance?
So I have to be nice.
Yes.
I have to be.
Be a nice fresh.
I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I
Oh,
spend most
we'll
of my
decide
time on
about
remote
that.
digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You want to find something buried in my ruins? Because I've been ruined long ago. Been around the block, you see. Loose as a goose. And I'm a duck.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Oh.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers.
Afoul.
But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed
coming
me to
on to me.
Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past.
Here we are, just trying to eke out some sex jizz from this blue alien pussy. It's not foolish.
How do you know it's a pussy?
All
Yeah,
children
it could
rebel
be
against
anything.
their
It could just be a
parents.
maw.
It's a natural part of
A
growing
gaping
up.
maw.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
I respond best when I'm touched.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an
all
interesting
flustered.
specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers.
Just let her
I
think
always
that we
seem
think
to say
she's a fool.
something embarrassing around other people.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
And what about your
I'd
culture?
like to know more about the Asari.
I would really like
We
to
were the
hear
first
about your
species
people.
To discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always
so
strive
hard
to
to
be
get
the voice of
space pussy.
peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other
something to your
species,
whole.
it seems few of them seem to understand us. Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals.
Well, considering the first
My
one I
species
met-
is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still
think we're on the
require
right
a
track.
partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Wow, they're like a template species.
That's disgusting.
And how is that a rumor?
me more.
Because the first
No.
one of you that I met had sex with me, so I don't think they're just rumors. That's
How's it possible?
Yes.
I don't understand.
Show
Your
me
species
how
can
this
mate with anyone?
works.
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union.
Oh, it's
The
essential.
true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings.
Like
We can
Spock.
touch the very depths of their minds.
Like Spock.
We explore the genetic memory of their species, We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
So, a condom for you people would be a tinfoil hat.
Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
You can do that?
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long
Was a
before
pretty
we
dumb
ever
question.
mastered spaceflight and
Yeah,
left our
I do
homeworld.
feel
Union
pretty
with
stupid,
our own
Quack.
kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am
So,
what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people.
so in a
It is
way,
possible
they were designed to be
Benezia's partner was
sluts
embarrassed by their union.
and whore
She may
themselves
have
out to
been
the
too
galaxy.
ashamed
Yes,
to publicly acknowledge
were.
me as her offspring.
They have somehow made it shameful
Yeah.
to not be a slut in their species. Nice.
Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity. Few sapient species live as long as my kind.
Sapient.
We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And
the
even
attitude.
after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time
disconnects
and
from their
space.
bodies.
We actually take a small sample. So did I do it good, guys?
I think you did.
Did I do alien pussy right?
As long as you're not an outright dick, you can do the thing.
It's gonna turn out that
Like a
her
squid whale.
vagina, her orifice is in the back of her head where all those little tentacles are.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sex rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
We've got Saren on the run.
Yes, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
He worked
I
for
didn't know
him?
Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once.
I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm.
She doesn't like
concerned
aliens, she's
about the-
racist.
With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship? This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems.
She's a
Engines,
racist.
sensors, weapons. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it is
I wouldn't do it.
It's not racism, not
Yeah, I wouldn't
really.
run.
She's a
Members
bitch.
of their species will always
Yeah, I don't
be
like
more
this chick.
important to them
You only
than
need
humans
to be
are.
nice to the ones who
This
want
is
to
an
romance.
Alliance
Oh,
warship,
then
not the
fuck
Parliament
this.
floor. If you're Earth first, vote for the Terra Firma Party.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry.
Oh, who's xenophobic?
But I just sort of feel out of place.
Because you're a robot?
The Normandy runs so smooth, it
Be nice
feels
to
like we're
her.
not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
It's too... I like silence.
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used
I
to
turn
it.
on a fan.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing.
Maybe you should sleep
Back
alone.
home, I can't wait.
You going back?
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet.
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.